What's up, guys? YouTube. It's your boy Armand back for E equals MCU, and I wanted to cover this story last night when it broke yesterday evening, but I had a couple things come up to mind that I was trying to remember because it's been with the pandemic and everything. It's been so it was a lot of news dropping about different things, especially last year about the future of Phase 4 in the MCU. And sure enough, it was reported last November that Kevin Feige indeed did reach out to Hugh Jackman and several of the other Fox characters back when the Ryan Reynolds news was breaking about Deadpool 3. Now, it was reported that he reached out to Hugh Jackman, and Patrick Stewart also confirmed in an interview that he did in January of 2021 that he reached out to him as well. Well, it looks like those rumors are starting to come to fruition, as it broke yesterday evening that Hugh Jackman kind of hinted that he may be returning to the MCU as Wolverine. Now, there's a couple of questions that go along with this. It's been long reported that he was going to come back for Multiverse of Madness. Given everything that we know about Hugh Jackman and how he feels about the diet and keeping up the Wolverine physique, this may just be a one-off. He may just be coming back for Multiverse of Madness, in which that movie is the perfect way for him to come back and maybe not mess up the legacy of Logan. Just because he can do it once. There was also a report that Tom Cruise was coming back as an alternative, or it actually was just going to be in the movie as an alternative Iron Man from a different multiverse. As some of you may know, he was the original choice that they were going to choose for Iron Man, or at least that's who I think Paramount wanted, and Marvel Studios wanted to take a shot on Robert Downey Jr. So that's a little nod to that casting. It wouldn't surprise me if Emily Blunt popped up as a Black Widow, since she was the original choice to be a Black Widow before Scarlett Johansson. Man, they could even have Terrence Howard come back as Rhodey and try to explain that whole thing. So there's a lot of different things that Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness can do. Also, I would say be on the lookout for the whole Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire thing in Spider-Man 3. I don't know how true that is or it isn't. I've been kind of reluctant to cover it because there's a lot of rumors out there and you just never know with that. But if he's going to pop up in anything, especially Tobey, it would be Doctor Strange 2, because they're going to be doing the multiverse, and that's his original director. That's who he really worked with. So that's who would have the pull to get Tobey Maguire and the original Mary Jane. I'm slipping on her name right now. But that's who would have the power to pull them back. And they've all been rumored to be coming back. But then, there's conflicting evidence if that's Spider-Man 3 or not. So we'll have to hold on and wait for that. But where I wanted to go with this video was that if Hugh Jackman is rumored to be coming back, based on what Patrick Stewart said in his interview, that would mean that he potentially could be coming back as well. And I don't know, I'm going to point you guys to another rumor that came out last year, is that the Illuminati was supposed to have a post-credit scene in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, and that's probably where they'll pull back Patrick Stewart. My whole thing is it would be a one-time thing, but if they're hinting towards an Illuminati and he's in it, that might be going forward, and it might be like a multiversal kind of Illuminati, so they can kind of get away with having Iron Man still in it as Tom Cruise or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different things they can do with that. But, man, if you're not excited about Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, I mean, that's going to be the linchpin of Phase 4. I've been saying that for the last couple of years when they first announced it. This movie is going to be crazy. So if you're not excited about this, out of all the things that's coming in Phase 4, there's nothing. I mean, Spider-Man 3, yes. I think a lot of people are putting their excitement on Spider-Man 3, which actually might not actually come together until actually Multiverse of Madness, which comes out after Spider-Man 3. So just keep that in mind, people. But I just wanted to report on that. I did see that Hugh Jackman hinted towards it, and the fact that he put what he put out there, that's not by accident. Especially for someone in his position, you're not going to do something like that if there's not something behind it. So I think that they've already worked out a deal It's probably been in place for a while, and they had to keep quiet. And Doctor Strange 2 wrapped earlier this year, like a few months ago. So whatever is done is done, and yeah, man, looks like that's what we're getting. So let me know in the comment section how excited you are about it. Who else you want to see? There, Deadpool, Wolverine popping up in it. Maybe we can get Quicksilver to actually, I'm gonna do a video on the whole boner thing, because I think that, as I said in my review for WandaVision, that hints at something bigger. But let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about it. If you're excited, if you're not, if you don't care, if it's meh, whatever. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.